Okay. So from the title of this video, you can guess what that's about. Last week, my dad passed away from cardiovascular disease at the age of 67. And I don't know, I just felt really compelled to get on here and really share again my why, and maybe it'll help somebody is my goal. And if you see me stare down, our 4-month-old is currently taking a nap next to me. So, I stumbled upon this lifestyle over 8 years ago from watching Forks Over Knives. And it's a great documentary. If you haven't seen it, do so today, this week, please. And in the documentary, it talks about cancer and heart disease and how to reduce your risk for both, and even, prevent and even reverse heart disease in it. And so that was such a big click for me, because I had seen my parents struggle with both for so long, since I can remember, since elementary school. And, at that time when I saw the documentary, both my parents were living. And I really saw it as a wake-up call for myself to get healthy and to hopefully avoid all of those things that I had seen them struggle with. And, I have been living that lifestyle ever since. It's been the biggest blessing, I've always said, to find it, to hopefully change the trajectory of the outcomes of my family. And staring at my 4-month-old, oh my gosh, I just want to do everything possible to be here for him as long as possible, to help him in every stage of his life, and to live a great quality of life with him and my husband, and to give him the best foot forward from the get-go. But after I saw the documentary and I made all of the changes, I started the YouTube channel, and my goal was just to help other families get healthy. I had seen my family struggle for so long, and it just always, even from a young child, made me so sad, so worried, so much anxiety and stress, a lot of fear, all of it. And I just wanted to help other families not go through that. And, I was married, now the house, so me and Mark jumped into this lifestyle and really had put it into practice in our house. And, I saw the amazing benefits of it, and just wanted to keep on sharing with more and more people. And in 2019, my mom had struggled with cancer a few times in her life, but in 2019, her cancer came and she passed from it. And I was also her caregiver, which also is another layer of heartbreak, to see pain and suffering of your mom. And when she passed, again, I felt this big fiery push to spread the lifestyle medicine, what you can do to lengthen your life, to reduce your risk, to help other people, and help yourself, all of it. Again, I felt this big push to share my passion of it. And, in that 5 years that she's passed, I've seen, my dad not adhere to any advice I've ever given, to still struggle, and to see his health slowly and surely deteriorate over that 5 years. And over this past year, really, 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 really sad to witness. And, he was 67 when he passed. My mom was 55. These are ages that at 34 years old, you should not have to lose both parents. Paul our 4-month-old will never know his grandparents. He won't have any grandparents for me to remember. He won't remember my dad. my dad was in such ill health that while he got to meet him, you know, the quality wasn't very great. And, you know, it makes me very sad for him, for me, for Paul, for all of it. But again, I feel this really big tug on my heart to share, you know, the power that you have over your health. I truly believe that's like the why I was put on this earth, and maybe why I've had to see my parents go through this. And, you know, maybe it's to help someone else, but that's been my mission from starting this YouTube channel and the website and making recipe videos and making recipes, is just to help, you know, at least one person make a positive change that can help them, help their family. And so I just hope that you listen to this video. Maybe this is the wake-up call that you need, that every day we have choices, small choices to big choices every day. And those choices influence our life. What you eat every day may not seem like a big deal. Oh, you know, having this on the weekend or this one time, or, you know, and all those things add up. If we sat there and had, you know, an audit of everything we put in our mouth, probably would be a lot more than what we even thought in our head. You know, sometimes we don't think about every little step we make, how it adds up. It snowballs. It's a big snowball effect. And so I hope you're listening to this, and I hope that you will remember this message, that every time you eat, you have the power to fuel disease or prevent it. And I wholeheartedly believe that. We have choices, you know, 3 or more times a day to influence that. You know, if exercise is a part of that, stress management is a part of that, sleep is a part of that. And so I really, really, really do believe that we have the power to influence those things. May it be to reduce your risk, to prevent things, to have a better quality of life. And I want you to think about it, that it's the most selfish and selfless thing you can do for people. Selfish as in you are putting yourself first, you're making yourself a priority, you are, you know, maybe your whole family isn't doing this, but you know that it's important to you and you are doing this, and it'll help them out in the long run. Selfless, that, you know, maybe this is something that's hard and you have to work at it and it doesn't come easy, and maybe you don't have as big as a why as I do when I remind myself every time I eat something. Or, you know, the other pillars of lifestyle medicine that I have to actively do. It is work, but selfless, that I know that I'm doing everything for my son, for my husband, in my power to be here as long as possible. You know, I've heard a lot of different plant-based doctors say a lot of different quotes and things that have stuck with me, and I loved Dr. Kim Williams talk about how he just didn't want it to be his fault. And, you know, while we may not view our decisions as being that serious, it is that serious, that you do have a lot of say power. And for me, I do not want Paul to go through the same thing I have went through. It's a pain that if you've lost both your parents and you've seen people suffer, and you wanted them to make better choices for themselves because you love them, you know, it's hard. And so, you know, while my why before Paul was for my husband and myself and the trajectory of helping more people and to be here and be able to enjoy my life and be able to run around when I'm older and to feel good and do all the things that I want to do and see all the things and make all the memories and not think about my life ending before I'm 70, or in my mom's case, you know, in her 50s. It's just, that was always my why. And now having a child, you know, my why has shifted obviously to him, but also to help you. I mean, I just want to help you stay with your family and have the best quality as long as possible. So I hope that this is a wake-up call if you need one. You know, I should have parents. I shouldn't have lost both parents by the time I turned 34. I should have had quality. Paul should have grandparents. You know, I shouldn't have to keep their memories alive in different ways that I'm going to have to do now. He shouldn't have to see me get teary-eyed when I talk about them. Yeah, I just want you to know you have a lot more power than you think, and I hope that you'll make decisions to move towards health and even the quality of your life is so important to make healthy decisions. So I'm gonna go. He's still sleeping, but I just hope that this resonates with somebody, and that you make a healthy choice today. Start now. You have a lot of power, and be selfish and selfless when you think about this, because you're helping yourself and your family more than you know by putting in the work, eating better, sleeping better, working on stress management. All of those things add up in such a great way, more than you think. All right, bye for now.